Hello, hello. Welcome to the Truth Tribe. If you are new here, I'm Dawn Thompson. If you're a veteran and you've been with me for years, welcome back. I am known as a Soul CEO activator because I decode the boulders so that you can design the life that you actually deserve, not the life that you were programmed for. Truth Tribe exists for one reason, self-awareness and self-understanding in your health, your wealth, and your love, and all of it in between. And let me say this clearly as I do on every discussion. You are already perfect. There is nothing wrong with you. We are not fixing you because you are not broken. We're just remembering who you are. Today, we're going to discuss, for the month of June, we're discussing topics of communication and who you are. You are 12 personalities. Today's topic is you are 12 personalities, not one. So let's clear something up immediately. This has been coming up in questions. You are not just your sun sign. I'm an Aquarius. I'm just an Aquarius. That's who I am. Oh, I know who you are. And people are like, oh, you're an Aquarius. No, 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 no. I'm not just one sign. Neither are you. If astrology was that simple, you wouldn't keep acting confident in one category of your life and completely losing your mind in another. So here's the truth, my friends. You are 12 active identities in a lighthouse, 12 rooms, 12 classrooms, 12 versions of you. You're the sun in the center of your lighthouse shining through the top. And you have 12 categories, 12 rooms surrounding you. That is the basics of who you are. And that's why you can be so powerful in business and then terrified in love. This is a big one. I see this a lot. You can be maybe amazing in helping others and then horrible at helping yourself. That's mine. Very good at helping everybody else. I was terrible at helping myself until I started looking within. Maybe you're deeply intuitive and you're still emotionally avoidant and you just don't understand it. You pick up everybody else's emotions, but you aren't sharing yours. You lock that shit down hard, right? It's because your lighthouse is layered, right? If you think about walking up a lighthouse, you're walking past every room as you move up that lighthouse, and there are 12 surrounding you. You can't get away from them. And they all have different energy frequencies with a different sign, all 12 signs representing every house of your own lighthouse, every room. So here's the trendy lie that I hear all the time. That's just who I am. Bullshit. No, you're not. That's usually who you've become to survive. Different thing totally. But that's not who you are when you just say that's just who I am. It's not. There's a deeper lesson there. Your lighthouse lesson is your blueprint. And your blueprint shows you your identities that you have built from fear, your identities that you built from shame, identities that you have built from rejection, identities that you have built from pressure. And now your soul wants the real you back. Your soul is waking up and going, that's not who I am, like inside, but why have I been doing that? Yeah, good question. You know better now, but your energy wants to go back to these identities. So Gemini moved into Uranus, as I said, after 80 years. It's been a long time. And so Gemini represents communication, multitasking, speaking, writing, teaching, understanding within. Uranus represents sudden change in, sudden change out, it rules technology and space and flying and higher realms. So this month of June is big because there's a lot of other planetary alignments going on. I'm not going to dive into those. You can go to any astrologer and ask them, "Oh, what's going on?" But if you know what's going on and you don't know yourself, that's why you're all getting stuck. But what it is pushing you to do is this month is exposing your mental identities. Why? Because it's about thinking and speaking, your fake roles, how you've shown up and it's not you, your masks, your performances. There's a lot of performance relationships going on. I'm going to show up and perform my patterns and act like I'm hiding my patterns. I'm going to perform a pattern that I think you'll want until I get my guard down. And then my real patterns come out and then you don't like me. Not true, but that's what's happening. So it's exposing all that. And suddenly you might start feeling like emotionally restless. Like, why can't I calm down? I'm having anxiety. I'm having nervousness. I got to find something to numb it. I got to override it. I've got to, i.e., leading to addictions. Pick your poison. Again, it could be just people pleasing, it could be over exercising, it could be eating, it could be shopping, it could be sex, it could be drugs, it could be anything. But that emotional restlessness will draw you into discomfort. And so we leave our lighthouse to find a solution to fix it, and it won't work. You might be finding mental fogginess. I've had a lot of that. It's like I can't get clear until I pull in, slow down, get quiet. I'm like, okay, I got this. Exhaustion. I've had a lot of exhaustion. I mean, that's just been a big deal for a lot of the healers, spiritual, enlightened people on the planet going, what is going on? Because you're being forced to autocorrect quickly. Disconnected. You're feeling just less connected to people who you used to feel connected to. Fear of speaking up when you need to speak up and you're like, where is this coming from? Because I know I need to say this so I can get my needs met. Because your nervous system is trying to separate from your survival self from your authentic self. And your nervous system has been programmed for so long that it has to have some sort of visual understanding, plan, perspective of your authentic self to say, if I do this, I'm going to be okay, even though my nervous system, survival self, wants to go back to what it knows, which is all those poor behaviors, avoidance, not attending your classes, not attending self-mastery. So again, why all this is coming up is because your survival self is separating out from your authentic self, and you can see the two energies. It's very visual to you. You know better now. And so the reality check is you don't heal by becoming someone else. You're already amazing and perfect and who you came to be. You have a soul map that says this is your energetic tattoo. Read it. You heal by removing what was never you. And that chart shows you what you came to understand, what messages, what lessons, what recalibration you came to upgrade. It's that basic. And if we're avoiding it, it's why anxiety, it's why exhaustion, it's why fear, it's why guilt, it's why shame starts showing up, because those were nervous system survival modes. And so they're going to show up in those hot spots in some way, right? Maybe your moon sign avoids being vulnerable or self-expression or emotions or receiving money. Maybe your Saturn fears failure or receiving what you're worth. And I mean not just in money, but even in love. Am I worth receiving attention? Am I worth receiving without doing anything productivity-wise in order to just receive? Your Chiron fears rejection. What will they think of me? Your North Node requires visibility. And it's what you must express in some way with your gifts. So every time you avoid those rooms, you're avoiding mastery within, inside of your lighthouse. So the action step I want you to consider taking is, which room of my lighthouse feels strongest? Which room feels weakest? Right? The weak room is not bad. It's actually a blessing. Staring at you saying, I know I'm hot. I know it feels uncomfortable. Walk in the door. Walk in that room. It's simply an underdeveloped consciousness, avoided attention, skipping class and not writing the homework down and embracing the message of yourself. Your chart is not exposing your flaws, my friends. It's exposing your unfinished mastery and your unfinished karmic completion. That's it. So anyway, as you all know, at the end of class, if you have never attended, it's the first time in Truth Tribe, you've never attended Reality Check Reset, it's time. Go look at this class to help you identify minimal 2BS classes that are looking for those rooms of attention to master fast. It's 2 steps, very quick. If you're ready for that deep dive and real self-mastery, self-understanding, join my Soul Masters 180 community where we rebuild the real you. 180-degree change, all 12 rooms, all 12 frequencies, all 12 rooms in your lighthouse. Links, as you know, are always in the notes below. I love you all. Brightest blessings. I will see you in a week. Have a great week. Take care.